up, and
Yeah.
I was wondering what's going on. I told the doctor, and I guess he wasn't sure. He didn't tell me that you might have Parkinson. But as I got worse, of course, he sent me to this doctor, and he said that I had Parkinson. But it was hard for me to accept it, to believe it.
Yes.
It started with a low dose of
Medication. Yes.
It started to help me a bit, but not much.
Mhm.
Still all over the place. Then through a friend of ours that he has Parkinson,
Okay. Yes.
he suggested we should go and see this specialist that I'm seeing now.
And that's been a big help.
It's been a big help, yes. The first thing he said, he definitely had Parkinson.
Yes.
It's the name for it. It's bradykinetic,
Mm-hmm.
which is slow movements,
Yes.
talking, using your fingers, talking.
Yes.
And he said you need to take more. You're not taking enough.
Okay.
So slowly increasing my medication. I start to feel a lot better.
That's good.
And I'm also was talking to you on that day at the club.
At the club, that's right.
And he suggested I should get in touch with Parkinson New South Wales.
Yes.
And they sent me a lot of material, which I read.
Yes.
And that helped me a lot. After I read what they said, what they sent me, I convinced myself that I definitely had Parkinson.
Yes.
And I start to settle down. You learn how to deal with it. Try not to worry as much as you should. And slowly, as I said to you, you asked me many times, it's up and down. No, it's never 2 days the same.
No.
Sometimes seems to affect me more the speech.
Yes. Yes.
Sometimes my jaw start to show.
Quiver. Yeah.
And some days I feel quite okay actually. And I always feel a lot better
Yeah.
if I'm doing something in the backyard.
Outside work is.
Outside.
Yeah. In the
It seems
garden.
that being outside, I don't know, it must be the air. You feel better.
You
If
do.
I'm inside, then I go there.
Yes, and that's the thing about Parkinson's is if you're doing something that makes you happy inside,
Yes.
okay, that in our brain releases the endorphins, and those endorphins are what's not being produced in the ordinary way. So the whole idea with lifestyle and doing what you like to do, what you enjoy doing, releases those from your,
Yeah.
and the medication you're on is trying to imitate that. But the stuff in your head does a better job, of course. So that's why you feel so much better outside, and whatever you like doing, you always feel better inside because the brain is working and releasing those
And because
happy.
And the other thing, this Parkinson, they tend your muscles go stiff, or you can't move as well.
Yeah, and what do you
So
do
I
for
need
that?
to do exercise.
That's good. What do you do?
Under the house, I've got a exercise bar.
Yes.
I do a few push-ups. I bend down.
Yeah.
Stretch, stretch.
And I've seen you go for a walk too, haven't I? I've seen you up.
I hardly miss. I got a trouble with this leg at the moment. Sometimes I don't go because I've got a sore leg. Otherwise, I've been going every morning.
Every morning, yes.
Sometimes I missed Sunday morning. I didn't go, but otherwise I used to go.
It was raining. It wasn't a very nice
It's
day.
raining.
Yeah, it wasn't a nice day.
And that that keeps me going.
Is it easy to get started, or does it take a while to get going when you go
When you
walk?
go for a walk,
Yes,
it's hard to get started.
it's hard to get started.
Yeah. And I asked the specialist, and he said that's how it is.
Uh-huh.
Again, that convinced me that I was on the right. It was not just in my mind, it was right. So when I first started to walk here,
You're a bit
I
wobbly.
took the whole footpath.
You were measuring the road or the footpath.
When I get to Akasha and I start to
Straighten up.
Yeah, yeah.
So about 100 metres, 200 metres, yeah, 100 metres, yeah.
Totally.
150, yeah, to the Acacia Road, yeah. And then you just keep on going. Go around the block.
I also told him that I always feel better when I'm doing something. He said yes, because the medication works better while you're moving.
That's great.
So, yeah. And I'm not the type that I would sit in front of the TV during the day.
No, you've always been active, haven't you?
I'd much rather go around and do something.
Mm.
Yeah, well, that's about it in a short.
And that's the shortcut of it, okay? Thank you. Thank you very much for...
I agree with you 100%. Like if someone wants to push me to do something that I don't enjoy doing it won't work.
It doesn't work. It's got to come from here, and what you enjoy doing, that's what you need to do. And look, you've got a great garden outside, veggie garden outside, and you do all the lawns. They look absolutely fabulous. It's a credit to you.
Yeah, and I enjoy doing it. Plus my time makes me feel better.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'm not so happy because what I planned doesn't do.
That's life, Frank. That's life, isn't it? Yeah. No. Thank you for your honesty. You know. So, how did you feel? You know, when it first started, you didn't feel very good at all. But the turning point was the information, wasn't it? You're getting that information and finding out for yourself.
The turning point was when I convinced myself that I had this bad disease. And the best thing I could do, try to find the best way to deal with it. And that's what I've been doing.
Oh.
Again, I remember that day when I saw you at the club. You kind of, you agree with me that I was right, what I was thinking
Yes.
was the right thing. And from there on, then when as I said that I got all this material that
From
Parkinson
Parkinson.
New South Wales sent me and I read through, then I really convinced myself
That's good.
that I've got Parkinson and I have to deal with it.
Deal with it. Yeah. Well, thank you for your time today, this afternoon, and sharing how it's affected you and what's helped you, and that's the most important. Thank you, and I hope the people, the carers, will have a better understanding of what Parkinson's and what it's like for people who are living with Parkinson's.
I hope that they find something to cure it, but unfortunately there is nothing.
There's no cure, but it's working at it and keeping active, keeping social.
Yeah.
Yeah, and having a
Definitely. If you let yourself go, no good.
no.
You gotta push yourself.
And you reap the benefit of pushing yourself.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you get, with a bit of effort, you get vegetables from the garden and you get a finish, you know, the gardens look really nice, the lawns look good, and you'll stand back and say, well, I've done a good job today and I feel good about it. Yeah.
It's, I don't really say I've done a good job or a bad job, but I've done something, I'm happy. It's a hobby for me. I'd rather do what I'm doing in the backyard than
Do you find it hard when you go out, like for your birthday, when you went to the piazza and in a noisy restaurant and lots of people? How do you find in places like that? It's a bit.
But it's a funny thing. If I know it, it's like you prepare yourself,
Yes.
and it's all right. But if I end up going somewhere where there is a lot of people talking, shouting, that's when I find it hard to go.
I understand that. Well,
Because
thank you.
I'm
Yeah.
not prepared for it.
The secret behind that is being prepared, isn't it? Prepared for a new event, prepared for what you're going to do.
We have the family coming here every Thursday, so I know it. I know that the kids are going to run around and scream.
Well, what do young boys do in this space? Yes.
Play, hide and seek, get behind the door.
And the first son is very loud.
And then Daniel is loud when he talks.
I told
And
him,
it echoes.
Yeah.
I told him a couple of times, but he said, I can't help it.
That's boys for you.
Yeah.
Well, thanks very much, and I really appreciate
Well,
this
I
little
hope
chat.
that will help some other people like myself.
Thank you.
Thank you.